Hey Siri, turn on Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb is already turned off.
Turn on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
Thank you. Let's see. He's going to be up every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, I believe.
He's been up a lot.
Yeah.
Today. Hi guys. What's going on? My eye's itchy. My left eye.
All right, I'm going. You're on? All right, you're on already.
Yeah, today's Monday.
Let's just swipe to close. There we go.
Clueless. I'm kidding.
You want to get into
Judy, don't blame me.
Thanks for putting you in mine and taking me out.
Do not blame me for you not getting into your logic, doing into your logic. Hi, whoops, Joanne, how's it going? He's up.
He's up. I mean, within 10 seconds, he's up.
It's been a day, it's been a day, it's been a day. Hi guys, maybe he's not up.
He's up.
With those with he's up.
I'm hiding, Dad. I'm hiding. I'm hiding.
Coco is still
I don't know
good.
where you are for
I
dinner.
know, Judy.
Well, thank you. My dad just gave me $5 for dinner. Dad, you don't have to pay for dinner. I already got your dinner. You don't have to pay for dinner.
Did I already pay for it?
You already paid for it. Take your money back.
Okay, then.
He took it back.
Pull my money back.
Pop, sit on the couch at 5 o'clock. Your dinner's already ready.
What?
Your dinner's already ready.
Well,
So
how come you didn't tell me that?
I'll feed you at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock. That's in 15 minutes.
Where is it? What time is it now?
4:45.
You want me to come back at 5?
I'll have it out at 5. That way you're on your schedule.
El Chapo.
Well, I took the money
James.
for my dinner.
I
Are you-
appreciate it,
Are
yeah.
you on the Patreon?
Well, I appreciate it too,
All right.
but I don't want you to be without money.
All right, Pop, I appreciate it, but you keep your $5.
I'll go to the other one now.
Sip.
Anything I can do right now?
No?
No? Okay.
How's everybody doing in Missouri, Arizona? Mike, he'll offer it up again. He'll keep offering it up. Anytime he has... He stopped to listen. Anytime... We went to the bank today because they had a package for him. Somebody sent him a package to Patelco Credit Union, and they called, so we went to the bank. They are so amazing over there. They make him feel, completely normal. He goes up, they call him Mr. Salinger, he signs his name, he gets his account balance, they answer his questions. It's really a wonderful experience, and
December 4th, 4:47 PST.
they're so good to him.
He's up in the. You gotta feed him. He's up in the kitchen. He's eating.
You want to check, or do you want
No,
me?
I
I'm in
hear
the
him.
middle of the story. I
He's
could
eating.
stop and get up.
He's eating chips.
Well, that's all right. Those are his chips from his burrito today.
Dad, come sit down.
So,
Come sit down.
sorry.
Go sit down at the table.
You're putting him at the table?
I'm gonna put him at the table.
She put him at the table. She's gonna feed him because he's antsy right now, so he won't sit down and wait. But in any event, we picked up his package, and anytime he has money in his wallet, so he took $40 out, and he had 10 or 15 bucks in there already, and so he has a little bit of money in his wallet. Anytime he has money in his wallet, he starts handing it out to us until it goes away. So it's the same thing. So I can give him back the $5, and he'll offer it up for whatever tomorrow. Thank you, and he'll just hand out the money until it's he reaches a point, and then he stops handing it out, like about $10. He wants to keep that amount in his wallet. But so that's why he's offering up the $5 today, because he's got a little money in his wallet. TSNC, we do have a camera set up with our security. We have security cameras all over the place, and some are set up to catch if he's walking in the kitchen at night outside of our hearing. So
Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. You want treats? Come on, Bexy.
That dog knows. I mean, it's just using you. It's not going to go for that. It wants to. The dog just left. It's all Grandpa feeds better than Danielle. You got to feed him the lunch meat, dear.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, he walked back to Grandpa.
It's not a he.
She. That dog.
You want treats? Come on. It's right
I mean, I can see the damn thing. There it goes, out the door. It's running away because it knows Danielle is going to put it in the lock it in the room while Grandpa eats. Coco wants to stay and get fed by Grandpa. That's the daily battle
Want a
we're dealing
treat?
with now.
You want
He
treats?
used to be led around by food, but now he knows.
It's not a he.
She.
Come on.
There she goes. Go on, Coco.
Come on. Treat. Come on. Here. Dan, she can't get by.
Coco. There he goes, out the door again. That dog is not done. Dog is not done. We have 3 kids. You might be able to get him in the other there. She can try and get him into the other door. Debbie Billingsley. Are you related to Barbara? The Germans are smart. They are a smart breed. Thanks for the lightning bolt, Rita. I don't know what's crashing. I know some stuff is crashing. Dad is not napping. He's actually eating his dinner right now. I just made it. I made him a nice salad. Got some peppers, some carrots, some chopped up hard-boiled egg with maybe a quarter of the yolk.
She's really weird with small spaces.
Some chicken from a rotisserie chicken that we got yesterday. Carrots, tomatoes, and he's chowing on that right now. Puppet? Yeah, Grandpa's doing fine.
Made you get a German Shepherd.
He actually had he's having a pretty decent cognitive day. He's just got a little impulse control, a little ADHD stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. Would I ever move? I like where I live, so I don't have any plans to move.
Ed would not get on a riding lawnmower because he wouldn't know how to do it.
Our kids do spend time with him, sometimes reluctantly, but when he's here, if they're watching, that they're going to spend time. And if I have to go do something, I'll ask Andrew or whoever's here, and they do. They're really good about that.
Robert, a golf cart. I don't have hiccups. A golf cart wouldn't be smart for Ed.
Grandpa can't. He's physically can't do it. I think his physical limitations exceed his mental limitations right now. Was that the dog?
No, it was Bart.
Oh, Bart.
Hi, Dodo.
Is that Andrew?
That's Andrew.
That's Andrew. Coming down.
You have a Charles? I don't even know I know she's half Julianne and half something else.
I don't even know what that means. I suppose those are pig breeds.
Matthew, he has good eyes. Better than mine.
Grandpa does have good eyes.
Brad, it wouldn't be safe for Grandpa. Again, the golf cart, even if we drove it, it has no doors. I would not trust him on a turn and knowing to keep his it's not a smart idea. Think about it.
I could take Grandpa bowling. He wouldn't bowl, but he could sit there and watch and probably absorb the environment for an hour or so. Have I prepared for WW3, Zach? I don't know how you prepare for WW3 at this point.
You bought these?
I don't think there's a whole lot you can do. Someone gave those to Grandpa.
Somebody sent them to Grandpa. Don't eat them on your bad side. I'll make you dinner in a little bit, okay?
Good vibrations. Actually, my dad walked every day, and he walked prolifically. He walked miles and miles and miles. He was always a physical specimen.
Hey, Siobhan.
They're just talking to Andrew right now.
You all right?
He loves his
Bonsoir.
grandkids. He really does.
Can you make you dinner? I'm sure I could, Ray. Grandpa wouldn't do well hunting. I mean, you guys, he's very limited on what he can do right now.
He can't, he can't
What
really
DNA
even
test?
walk unless I'm walking with him with a
Ancestry.
gait belt because
Ancestry.
he's too fragile.
Hi, Tess.
Jennifer,
thanks,
we
Matthew.
walk every day. Every single day we walk. But he used to walk miles and miles. Today, we might make it halfway down the court and back. So it's quite a bit different. But he walks every day.
A year ago, he could almost make a whole mile.
Yeah, he almost made it a mile. That was actually 2.5 years ago now. Time flies so fast. I have a video I took a video about 2 years ago, actually November 30th, 2 years ago, where I asked him a series of questions. And he answered the questions. I found the video, and I redid that video today. I asked him the same questions, and it was weird. But mentally, he didn't go. He hasn't gone down as much mentally as he has physically, which is the opposite of what I would think for such a physical specimen who's suffering from dementia. But I mean, his cognitivity, his cognitive abilities have not diminished as much as his physical abilities.
Grandpa wouldn't hold a gun, but he couldn't sit in the open field for like ever. You guys, it's just
Grandpa could not hunt.
We gotta
he couldn't fire a weapon. The blowback, whatever it's called, the whatever it is, would knock him over. Could break a bone. Could break his bone.
That account, if you want.
Oh, it's Ben.
User, she passed. My dad's second wife passed.
Yeah, a mile. I mean, things have gone downhill a lot, and people think he
physically.
People think he has this ability to do things like sit somewhere for hours, like outside in an open field with guns.
Recoil. Thank you, Jennifer. That's what it is. I'm not a gun attorney. Are you looking after Bruce? Kay sent me 36 Budweisers for my birthday on November 14th. So it's now December, and it took me that long to get through the 36. And about 2 a day, that's about right. And they're all gone, Kay, and I'm drinking Andrew's Coors. I haven't bought beer in a couple months because Andrew's got it. Someone sent it for my birthday.
I think the physical issues are coming from just being almost 92, you know? I mean, shit.
I mean,
he's old, you know? I mean, there's a lot of deterioration physically that happens when you get old.
Yeah, he's exceeded his life expectancy by almost a decade and a half.
I mean, I don't know what the expectation is in somebody who's 92.
Irish, who the hell is Bruce?
Bruce Lee?
Could he have a UTI? No, I don't. I think he's. I mean, he hasn't complained. I mean, he could. There are things he could have that I am just oblivious to because he may not. You know, he doesn't complain about much. He doesn't complain about pain that often. You know, it's only when I catch him, like, you know, doing this when I look, or when he's, you know, taking his pulse. It means he's not feeling all that good. What were some of the things that signaled? Well, I'll give you an example. My nephew described about, 12, 13, 14 years ago, after one Thanksgiving, my nephew Zach stayed with him, and he woke up in the morning and Grandpa was watching Chinese TV loud, like blasting in Chinese with no subtitles.
I didn't even know that until you said that the other day.
That evening, Zach stayed with him and he fed Zach dinner, fed him salad with applesauce. So those are like little weird things that obviously when I look back, I know they were related to early stages of dementia. But I mean, I noticed things like, you know, like when he closed a bank account that he never would have done, or turned the wrong way on the highway. Those kind of things were obvious to me. Joy to the world is one.
No, he's not. He doesn't have a UTI.
I'm not knocking salad with applesauce. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe he grew up with it and it came back. But it's not my dad's typical habit to use applesauce. So
for what?
He put applesauce as salad dressing on salad.
Shit, he did?
For Zach, and made Zach eat it with. And Zach's always the worst freaking salad I ever had. It was store-bought lettuce, you know, the kind you buy in a bag that kind of tastes a little bit like wax.
Thank you, Scott.
With applesauce on it.
Ew. I didn't even...
Country roads take me home to the place I belong, Mountain Mama.
Dodo says you need American beer.
Mike, talk to my nephew. He'll find what's wrong with your life. Talk to my wife. Talk to my wife now. She'll find everything that's wrong with your life right now.
Today is December 4th at 4:58 PST.
And she'll let you know every day.
I'll tell you every day.
She'll let you know every day for the rest of your life.
I don't have a problem. If not
I
mistaken,
found
I'm
this
sure
on
he's
the web.
even been in a video. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I
Hey,
remember
Lodi.
every brother Adam. I don't know if Adam's been in a video. It's Abe.
Adam might be the only one who has not been in a video because he is so far away and is, you know, I only see him a couple of times a
Happy
year.
birthday, Walter.
And you know, often when we're with family, when we have these big functions like Thanksgiving, I'm not thinking about videoing as much, even though I should. But I'm, you know, usually caught up in catching up with people, and you know, there were strangers at the Thanksgiving. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, so I'll get Adam. Adam did comment on one of my Instagram posts.
Oh, Pat.
Oh,
it's
thank you so much for the follow, Ned. Follows are appreciated, guys.
I haven't had wine in several days. I've been doing the martini, and I'm just.
I have
mellow.
eyebrows. They just for some reason don't show up on this damn camera. But I assure you, I promise, I have eyebrows. How you doing up in Nova Scotia?
I'm gonna keep the ring, Sarah. I'm gonna buy. Well, Dan's gonna buy me a nice little pendant instead. Because if I lose that, then I wouldn't feel bad.
Something with Mr. Beast is
I know
going on.
it's because it's Abe.
Somebody asked a question. I was about to answer it and I freaking forgot it. What do I do when I get frustrated with Dad? Different things. Sometimes I just internalize it. Sometimes I will be snitty or snoopy or, you know, short with him. I try and, you know, if how I handle it is what, you know, my frustration comes from me. So I do the best I can. Sometimes I am not as personable as I like to be, but you know, that's life. I go up and down like everybody else.
Hello from Ontario, St. Louis.
You know, I'm lucky that we do need breaks, but you got to realize we work as a team. We really do. And you know, if I was feeling overwhelmed, I would definitely take a break. But you know, because of my wife and my kids and Mark, I do have enough of a break that it's not overwhelming. And again, I'm not working full time, right? So it's a lot easier for me to deal with some of the added stress.
Dan, a flying monkey tattoo. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I think that's the best thing. But Patricia, really quick, because Patricia asked the question.
No answer to the friend's question.
Hold on, I just forgot it, Patricia. Excuse me. I am.
I'm
I'm your friend. Has anyone ever compared you to Judge Judy?
So
yes.
we forget.
So Patricia, somebody said in Judge Judy's younger years, I have heard that I look very similar to her.
To Judge Judy?
But I'm not, because I have no ties to her bank account.
I mean, not her bank account, but you guys have kind of a similar.
Yes, I don't mind.
She's a sab.
So we.
Grandpa does remember some friends. Before I forget to answer, a couple of friends
Martys.
he remembers.
I don't know what a Martys are. User.
Stop the what?
Martys.
I don't know what Martys are.
Martinis.
Martinis.
They meant martinis.
Yeah, martinis.
Yeah, cheers.
Are you drinking a martini?
Nope.
It's wine today. Is it wine?
It's wine. So hi, Lair. Lair's here.
Hey, Larry.
So because some lovely fan of Dan's called our supporters flying monkeys, we are now referring to ourselves as a flying monkey. So somebody said,
that doesn't make us the flying monkeys. That makes us the Wicked Witch of the West.
No, it makes me the Wicked
Witch.
It wasn't about you. It was about me.
Your band of flying monkeys.
Listen,
somebody
said,
that's
can
a
I finish
troll
what
with
I'm
a little
saying?
bit of flair and
Can
creativity.
I tell you that somebody said they want you to get a tattoo of a flying monkey on your ass?
I'd rather get the tattoo of the Wicked Witch.
Let's fly.
How you doing in Jacksonville? Enjoy that pina colada Valentine.
If I went to church, I would combust in flames.
Laura, that West Virginia shirt, somebody sent that to my dad, and I wear it a lot because it's a really comfortable sweatshirt. How you doing in Paso Robles? Sideways, the movie down there.
We fly at dawn, bitches.
What?
So if you see we fly at dawn, it's...
Thanks, Roger.
No, I added the ass part. But I think it would be funny. Do you like sweet wine? More dry. He's eating.
Grandpa's eating.
Roger says you're a great son.
Thank you, Roger. Roger.
Roger out. Roger 10-4.
10-4, Roger. What's your 20? 10-4, Roger. Sorry. You can send him a shirt from Louisiana Farmer's Daughter. He will wear, if you send it, we will wear it. Just like that field in Iowa. If you build it,
Melissa,
he will come.
I'm trying to hold it in.
Roger that, Michelle. Thanks so much for the follow, Roger Bannister. I appreciate it. And a quick call would be appreciated.
I'm going 10. I'm out. 10:40. I'm out. Whatever makes you laugh. No, and you know, laughter is really important. And that's one of the things that it's so funny. You gotta laugh, the flying monkeys. And my friends are very much going on to the flying monkey banter.
Wait, someone said massage.
Yeah, stay away from the massage parlor.
Connor? All right.
Oh, Connor! All right, well, if she gives him a massage, she keeps him.
How do you know it's a she?
Or he,
It could
whatever.
He said massage. He didn't say like a sensual massage.
Well, he has a friend that wants to give you a massage.
That's an intriguing thing to hear.
No.
Grandpa is doing great. He's eating right in there a nice, healthy dinner. It's not a lot though, so we might have to get something else. It just was not real. He didn't eat the tortilla of his burrito today, just at the innard, so he might be a little bit hungry.
Amir wants to know why you're loud with him sometimes.
I am loud with him for many different reasons. He can't hear. I could be frustrated. I could be at the end of my rope. I mean, there are many reasons why I am not completely appropriate with him all the time.
I'm gonna start putting that as a hashtag.
But I try. You got to realize when you're not good, again, I think I did a video about it. It's easiest and best. The easiest way to deal with them is with patience, love, and understanding. I mean, obviously that is what people would want, but the reality is that's the easiest way to deal with somebody with dementia. I mean, it's not easy to yell at them or be loud with them because all they do is get flustered, and
Jennifer,
it just prolongs.
Just because she's attacking you, do you want to approach that?
He's loud out of frustration.
And it plays off hard of hearing.
Yeah, sometimes it's frustration, Jennifer.
No shit, Jennifer.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I agree with her.
Life is frustrating.
I
we all
agree with
get.
her. But I don't play it off. If it's frustration, it's frustration. Sometimes it's both,
Yeah, and Shasha, you are out of patience at the end of the day. Like, no
or
shit.
sometimes at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
I had to.
Why do people ask stupid questions?
And sometimes it's not dad. I had to. D-Cell NorCal is my account that you're on. You're watching me on it right now. It is December 4th today?
December 4th at 5:06 PST.
On D-Cell NorCal, whatever the hell you're on
YouTube.
On YouTube. So, like this morning, I had to do some work. I had some social media work. I had to record some videos, and I had to follow a script to the T. And if you watch me, I'm not really a script kind of guy. Even when I'm in court, I have an outline, but I've never been a scripted kind of guy. So having to follow a script.
Maybe they need some fermented shrimp paste to help.
I memorize a script, and I mean, Danielle's outside talking on her thing. The dogs sometimes would be barking. Grandpa would get up, and yeah, it's frustrating. The dogs interrupt me 5 times, and then Grandpa gets up. It's no fault of his own, but he walks in on my thing. What are you doing? Dad, I'm recording. I'm recording. You are as good as you are in the moment. Right? Yeah. And that's true for all caregivers. You're as good as you are in the moment. And you strive to be good all the time because, again,
we're loud with each other.
That's what's easiest.
We bicker. And it's not just about Ed and caregiving. It's about life in general. How many of you don't raise your voice at your kids? Come on, I do.
Jennifer's
it's
been
common
on
sense.
some videos.
What, bitching?
No, she's been on video since the
Jennifer was the one saying, well, he's loud with you too. Well, yes, we're all loud. And he's loud in general.
I am loud.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
D-Cell NorCal is, Ada, this
Ada,
is D-Cell NorCal. You're on it right now.
Flying monkey.
You're here. You have arrived. You are on the right account.
Here's the thing.
Congratulations. You have found a valid, real account.
Literally, when you are on a live, it's real when we mention the date. And I have been putting my date stamp, and people are still coming over and they're saying,
it's Monday night.
It's fake.
And
It's
who's
fake.
playing tonight? I don't know. Who's playing Monday Night Football? Let's put that. Someone tell who's playing Monday Night Football.
My passionate voice, yes. Dan, that's what you need to start saying.
Thanks for the follow-up.
It's my
Fred.
passionate voice.
It's my passionate, not my frustrated voice. It's my
my
passionate voice. I do have a passionate voice, but it's not loud. It's
Allie,
more
I'm
like,
old.
ooh.
He's loud. He's always been loud. I knew what I was getting into when I married him.
Yeah, do I suffer from UTIs due to my lifestyle? What
What
does that mean?
He does that. He says that all the time. I don't know.
Is that drinking? Because is that drinking beer? I mean, UTIs are like bacteria caused, right? So it's not like I have some kind. Not like I have some kind of secret lifestyle where I'm going to subject myself to an unreasonable amount of UTIs. I'm loud. I can't help it. I also can't hear. You know, I have the same hearing loss as my dad, so that also contributes to my being loud. Cheryl works good. Yes, if I ever felt, you know, pain during urination or had spots or anything like that, I would definitely go to the doctor and get some penicillin.
What spots?
But I don't know what lifestyle you're talking
What
about.
kind of spots?
I have a very what?
Freckled spots on your pee-pee or what?
I mean, the only spots that would end up would be from, like, you know, rough patches from too little sex.
Or righty and lefty?
Well, I'm saying too little
Your
sex.
dad's up. You can get up.
Anyway, so what follows when you have little sex? Righty and lefty, except not really lefty.
Or shaving.
Dad.
That's
I
Robert,
got
that
it,
is
I got
smart.
it, I got it.
Why do you record your dad? Curious. Ashley,
Are you still
can you
hungry?
not
You
know
want to eat anything
why
else?
we record him? I'm
You did good on desktop.
confused at why you would ask
Good
that.
on yourself.
Do
You did
y'all know
good.
why we
You
record
did
Ed?
good.
Anybody want to tell her why we record Ed?
You almost- I'm taking that. You almost fell and you went
Well,
to the-
it is many different reasons. But I don't feel the need to have to
I
explain
have
it.
a nice dessert for you. And
We're in
you want
Sacramento.
these chips or I'm gonna toss them.
Give them to the piglet.
I'll give it a pig. If you sit on the couch, I'll get you I have a nice piece of dessert for you.
Oh, prosperity. I don't have enough time.
Sit on the couch.
I don't have enough time.
Let me take your bill.
I don't have enough
Let me
time.
take this
Hi
off.
James, how are you? How's your back? The
Take a seat
shuffle.
on the couch,
Yeah.
I'll get you a
Um,
nice dessert.
Other than, you know,
I said,
raising
take a
awareness
seat on the
and showing
couch and
people
I'll
what it's
bring you
like
a
to live
donut.
with somebody with dementia, in our journey as a couple and a family with him and as well as our own journey, and memories.
Pop.
It's pretty explanatory, I
Sit
think.
over there, and
Do
I'll
we get
bring you-
quakes? Not
Let me just show
necessarily
people what
here
Grandpa's
as an
getting.
epicenter, but
This is what Grandpa's getting tonight, right here. And then imagine
Linda, I like
after
that.
Grandpa goes to
For
bed,
the love of meatloaf.
who's gonna be snacking
Yeah,
on
so
this tonight?
I will probably be making a video. So let's notice the box is not opened.
The box is not open.
How many donuts? There's 8 donuts in the
Eight,
box.
and Grandpa's getting one right now. He might eat 2, who knows? So
He doesn't eat
don't
2.
blame it all on me.
He doesn't eat 2.
Pop, which one do you
Um,
want?
I bet you there'll be about 6 donuts missing.
I got these
Now I said
here.
it, right?
Which one looks the best?
6 donuts will be missing.
Which one?
Timmy, I know you are really trying hard to get my attention. So hi Timmy, how are you? I see everything you're doing and every rude comment you are making. But I'm going to be the better one and not respond to your comments.
All right.
Because I promised my husband that I would be the better person tonight and not respond.
Grandpa picked, so you know,
You know.
he picked my favorite, which there's only 2 of, but of course I will make the sacrifice. The sugar donuts are my favorite, and that's what Grandpa picked. There's only 1 left. I hope I get it tonight. I hope. Did someone say something about spice videos? Oh, no. Are you making spice videos now? How did food get behind his chair?
I am using a new product. I'm using a new product, so I will keep you posted on it. I'm using a new vitamin C turmeric product, so I'll let you know.
And that's another area where we disagree.
Oh, there's Moneymakers.
Moneymakers.
Moneymaker.
Moneymaker, God, I'm sorry, man. I do believe that you guys, I won't say it. I won't give you a hard time. I wonon't say, you know, like every day when you got on here and said, Giants lost, Giants got blown out.
Do you benefit financially from TikTok videos of your father? Well, Mark, I'm going to tell you something.
Not so much TikTok videos,
More YouTube.
but not so much TikTok.
Yeah, there you have it. Hi, Deanna. Thank you.
She's not 10 years younger than me.
Yes.
We have a 5.5 year age difference. What are your pronouns?
Do you think you can care for Dan on his own if he got dementia? No, I told him I was only doing this one time.
No, I'm gonna. She refuses to take care of me.
He's in Shady Pines. I already bought it.
Oh, did they lose their They lost their quarterback. I'm sorry about that. You ever let her swing? I don't control her life that way. I'm a man, so Shady Pines.
And I am a female. I don't know what that means.
Better or worse sickness and health? Absolutely.
I don't go with.
I would take care of him.
I don't even.
Of course I would.
I don't. Well, he owes me at this point.
Of course, I would take care of anybody in my family. I would. I
Owes
told my
me.
mom the same thing. I said, you know,
He owes me.
if you reach the point, you got a couple of choices. You got my sister, you got Mark, you got me. I said, I will rearrange the movie room. We'll change it.
Yes, Brittany.
Could even put in a bathroom. I said, I will take care of you.
Flying monkeys, come. We need the flying monkeys over here too. No, he hasn't wandered off. Like today, Dan was on the toilet and I was doing some work and I heard him go out, so I had to go chase him down.
The back or the front?
He went out the front.
Well, we don't, I mean, again, if he went out, that's the fault of one of us and not me, because I know that I always shut the garage. And when he opens that front door, if the garage shut.
Never Dan, never his fault.
Christine Bowers, how are you doing in Saratoga? I grew up in Saratoga, by the way, California. Graduate Saratoga High 1985. Bowers, I'm trying to think of the name. It sounds a bit familiar. We had Bauer, we had Greg Bauer, I can't remember Bowers.
Okay, here's the thing about needing any sort of bells or whistles or anything like that. You guys, we hear him when he leaves the house. The house isn't that big. Like I just said, I heard him leave the front door because the garage was open.
But the garage should never be
hear it.
open, so that should never happen.
We hear it.
Saratoga, California.
We hear it. You know why we hear it? I'm going to tell you.
Hey, down in Pensacola.
Tethered.
My brother did his internship in Jacksonville.
Damn it. I missed Corey's response. Shit. Y'all talking to Corey.
Danielle is, what are you? She's a bunch of everything.
Everything. I'm a mess, you guys. It's never Dan's fault. He's always, you know.
Well, I mean, finally you got something right.
It's always me. I'm the problem, you guys. I know.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Remember that song? People used to make TikTok videos about it.
Taylor Swift. Matthew, I'm going to tell you, and I was just talking about this not that long ago. It's only the job of the people who step up to the plate to do it. It's nobody else's fault or nobody else's responsibility other than the two people who have chosen to do it. Okay, get the fuck out. Oh no, I cussed.
Mark may have to stay here a little bit. Like if we're going to get out or get some time off.
Do I think it's? I don't think it's.
What the hell is going
That's
on?
your son.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Is there someone up there?
It's Andrew.
And a girl?
No. Really?
What's that noise?
Because he has a cooler up there.
A cooler?
What?
We don't get much time off, Allison. I assume that's another caregiver. I mean, you get your moments when they come, right?
Ben wants to know. Ben, you've asked that question. I don't really know how to answer that. Is there any particular way you deal with Ed, with fan interaction with public with Ed?
It depends on how I watch how he's doing, right? If my dad is fine with it. God, we had an issue today. I was walking into Joe's Coyotes, and somebody somebody stopped and said, "Oh, I watch your YouTube videos," and I turned to her. And I I try and be as nice as I can. I was kind of in a hurry, but I turned. I'm like, yeah, he's in the car right over there. And I was trying to say, yeah, Grandpa, the star is over there. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, you're in a hurry. I don't mean to bother you. They don't bother us. Sometimes Grandpa can get a little overwhelmed. Like, we've had situations where people run up on him. We had one situation where there was like a group of people that closed in, and that really kind of screws him up. So we don't really put him in positions where he's going to get mobbed or anything like that. Occasionally, he'll get a little, unnerved if there's strangers walking up big. But typically, there's people that come up and they're smiling and they ask him, and my dad's very, he just talks to them, just like you would talk to anybody in public. He doesn't know it's a fan, but my dad's gregarious. He's outgoing and he's polite and nice, and he will talk to people.
Is that word again tonight?
Yeah,
gregarious.
And he will talk to people in public.
Oh, really?
That's
Good one. You
simply
said
what
the
he does,
plane
the
was
way he
flying
is.
over. Why did Mark stop taking care of Dad? It wasn't Mark's choice. It was
wasn't-
our choice.
Mark remember, he had kidney stents, right?
Well, not just that,
and
but
he
he
left-
had
Can I
teeth.
finish?
He had teeth. No,
Okay.
he had teeth problems to beginning, and then he started getting issues, and then I think that was all from the kidney stones were all from the teeth stuff.
He had kidney stones, and so he went to the ER one night, and as he was dealing with it with extreme pain, I took him to the ER on a Sunday during a 49er game like 4 weeks ago. Actually, that was the first game we lost. That was a bad karma. But so I couldn't have my dad there in case Mark was, in significant pain. And then my dad fell, and that was a really difficult recovery from the fall. So and right now he's really, really fragile, and we have a bigger house than Mark. We have multiple people. It's just, I don't think it's safe for Mark to take him to his house. Now we're going to have to find something where Mark comes here and breaks us, he comes here and gives us a break. Like if I want to go away, Danielle can sleep upstairs and Mark can sleep in my bed and take care of him here where my dad's comfortable and everything is, he can keep his routine going. That's why we've had my dad for about 2 months without a break. But again, that's not anybody else. That's us wanting to keep I'm pretty protective over my dad.
We both are. And Mark,
He's older.
It's older.
He's 10 years older than me.
He's older, and it's hard to do it by yourself. So, we've just kind of assumed the responsibility of it. It's just our job now. It is what it is. So, we know, we're aware, we knew it was going to eventually happen. We didn't think it was going to happen so soon, but we are doing it because we feel it's best for Ed. Not us, but Ed, So, what's the difference between Dan and Mark? I don't really know.
I'm a better athlete, even though Mark will dispute that till his dying days. Mark and I were the two athletes of the family, just to piss off all my other siblings. Mark and I were the two athletes, and we competed. He's 10 years older than me, and I will tell you that when I was like 18 and we were playing basketball one-on-one at my elementary school, Congress Springs, and I may have been younger than that. I may have been like 16, and I was on the precipice of beating him for the first time in my entire life because he would never let me win. He would smash me down and win 11-0 if he could, and I had got to the point where I could compete, and I was beating him. Mark was big and strong. I wasn't small, but Mark was big and strong. And then as I was going in for the winning layup, he just elbowed me in the head, knocked me down. I went down, and it was a big thing. So Mark, I don't forget how I was saying, but Mark and I are
Somebody
competitive.
said, what's the difference between...
That's the difference. I'm the better athlete.
But I don't think that's
And
what
Mark has more hair.
I don't think that's what they meant.
What do they mean?
I think they meant in caregiving for your dad. They have different personalities.
We're two different people.
I mean...
We're two different people. And Mark has his own established relationship with my dad that's a bit different than mine. So they interact based on their own personal history. And, Mark, again, the main thing is he's doing it alone. And it's hard to make
hard.
them lunch, to take them out, to get them in the car. Every time you have to go out, and Mark also has
Thanks,
really been, he took my mom to the doctor. He takes her to the store almost every day. And he'd have to do that with my dad. So it's just working out. But it's not like Mark quit or anything like that.
And ever since, he fell, Dan's extra protective.
Since he fell, I've been kind of freaked out. That was a bad fall, and it kept freaking on video. It was a bad fall, and it freaked me out. It really did, because it was a hard fall, and it happened so fast and without warning, and it just freaked me out. I mean,
Can I say that? I think I do.
It was tough.
Patty says I make all the difference.
You do. You make a lot of difference, for sure.
I make a lot of difference. I mean, and that's.
Can she be with other guys?
No.
She has to be with me first, right? If she could keep up with me, then maybe, but I want, unless there's other, again, I'm a guy.
It's not easy. We were talking about that.
I can't even watch that video. I can't watch it today. I can't hear it. It's what he said. It's my dad's voice. I still can't watch that video. It's one video I just can't watch.
No, the cheese is still there. He finished one from last night, but he did not finish the
That's
one.
not going to get
been
eaten because it's starting to harden around the edge. The air is getting to it.
Oh,
Grandpa's actually sitting on the
it's
couch,
so hard.
which is wonderful. He hasn't taken his meds yet, though. TikTok did not remove it. There was nothing really to remove. I didn't violate any violations.
No.
They did have a thing on it saying this is like difficult to watch at the beginning, but then they took that off. I had nothing to do with it. You want to get him his pills? You want me to
A
get him
puke,
his pills?
a fart, or shit. I love that. That's kind of always the thing.
Peppy,
that
I don't feel
responsible
guilty.
for.
I just feel scared.
For who?
For my dad.
Oh.
I didn't feel guilt. I mean, a little tinge of guilt, but
Oh,
I was able to cushion his fall and prevent him from breaking anything or face planting, which is what he was going to do. If you watch the video, he was going straight down. He would have just hit his head on the cement, and I was able to get tangled up in there just enough to whatever. It's not guilt. It's just worry. It's extreme worry.
And that's the thing. It's so funny is that people, begrudge us for, some people begrudge us for now being able to support ourselves on social media. But it allows us both to be able to care for him. It's a good thing, and it's.
And we didn't make a penny off social media for a year and a half. I didn't even know you could. I mean.
No, we didn't. We
had
didn't
no
have
idea.
any
And then all of a sudden, people are saying, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this.
Yeah, and so, hi, Jerry.
So dementia is based on genes. My dad has vascular dementia, so that's a little bit of genes and also environment, what he ate his whole life, that kind of thing. He could have changed things had we don't have, 50 years ago, science was very different than it is today.
It ebbs and flows. Tabitha, stop
Wong is
it.
wrong.
No, because he
Dr.
said that.
Wong is his
No, because he
cardiologist.
said that on the subscription live last night.
So we were trying to get him. He was fighting his pills, and one thing he's always respected and loved Dr. Wong, who's his heart doctor for like 12 years. He knows who it is. And yesterday Danielle was trying to get him to take his pills, and she's like, "Dad, Dr. Wong says you have to take them," and Dad's all, "Wong is wrong," just like that, because my dad's a doctor, and he knows. Even though my dad went to podiatry school 70 years ago.
Debbie wouldn't have seen it because it was a subscription.
I think they had 6 toes. We evolved to have 5 toes. When my dad went to podiatry school, humans still had 6 toes. So they're not quite up to date on everything.
It made me laugh, and so everybody's giving me shit today, and I was like, I cannot laugh at that. It just reminds me of the billboard. And
Notary, I appreciate that. I hope they help people. I really do. And I think it would have helped me to have something like this at the very beginning. I mean, I just went through it blind and learned as I went along.
Fix them. Shut the fuck up. I cussed again. You made me cuss, January. It's all your fault. You wouldn't have, but you would have enjoyed that. It would have been worth the $5.99 for you. She's saving for the casino. Debbie's cheap.
Good.
She won't. She's saving for the casino.
No, she didn't have to go to the casino.
Well, okay.
Are there preventative steps you can take to avoid dementia? Well, for vascular dementia, just like, trying to protect against a plumbing type heart attack where, you know, you have buildup or calcium cholesterol or whatever else builds up on your veins. If you eat healthy and if you're diagnosed, you take your medicine, you exercise, that can help prevent vascular dementia for sure. And that's about all I'm not a doctor, so you can definitely ask the right people those questions, and there's definitely stuff you can do to help prevent certain kinds of dementia.
Because people are saying it about the billboard, Anne Fong. Do you think she did that on purpose?
Anne Fong?
Yeah.
The people don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, because several people said it.
I mean, there may be 5 people that
they
know.
said when
There's
something's
2,000
wrong.
people on here.
When something's wrong.
Yeah. The caregiving's not, oh, I'm sorry about that, Sunshine. Caregiving's not easy. And then when they die, you miss them. I mean, it's kind of a sad thing all around.
Why do you
know?
have to talk about that?
It's someone's just making comments.
I
you know?
understand, but hi Hawkman. How are you?
Oh my God, yeah, falls, exactly. See, someone fell and they had, you know, they probably had some type of clogged arteries, and then, you know, if you have internal bleeding or you have an injury, your blood coagulates just like it does like a scab on your outside, and inside, if small particles or bits can break off and they're traveling in your bloodstream and they get caught, or they plug up in a vein that has a real narrow opening because it's, you know, it's blocked, that can cause strokes, that can cause heart attacks, those kinds of things. You can solve dementia with a bullet. You can solve any problem with a bullet that way, right? If that's...
It's not funny.
No, it's not funny. I mean,
my dad tried to solve
dad-
his problems with a bullet.
your dad did
so
solve his problems with a bullet.
I don't find that funny.
Wong is wrong. We love Dr. Wong, and let me tell you, all of his doctors at UC Davis watch these videos. They're probably not watching the lives, but they watch Grandpa. When we show up at UC Davis, all the nurses are big fans of Grandpa. They come out and they talk to him, and they take selfies with him. It's really neat, and Dr. Wong knows it because, you know, the nurses talk to him. I don't think Dr. Wong cares, but the nurses loved Grandpa, and it's pretty fun, and Dr. Wong looks out for him really well.
Yeah, I don't find that funny. Oh, where's your brother been? People are asking why he hasn't been on social media.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave hasn't been posting videos. Any idea?
My brother Dave is, you know, my dad 40 years ago. He's always doing something. Right now, he's getting ready to go to Italy, so he's immersed himself in learning. Thank you for the hats. He's immersed himself in learning Italian.
He is?
And yeah, he is. And they're going to Italy. And he will, you know, he'll make videos from time to time, I'm sure. My Dave just gets into something for a few weeks, and then he's on to something else, and on to something else. Airplanes, sports cars, gaming, you know, he just cross-country skiing. He dives into things.
Gail, I have to tell you, I couldn't watch that. I went on because trolls were attacking me. And so I went on to watch what they were bitching about, but I could not watch any further because I knew it would get me.
Dave is married. Dave is my Zach's father, who's been on here a couple times. And thank you so much for the follow. A quick follow, guys, would be greatly appreciated. ADHD hyperfixation is a real thing. And then combine it with dementia, and it's a real bad thing. And that's absolutely true. That's a great way to put it.
This is fun for us.
This is our date night. This is
I think he's up.
my relaxation.
Dave
I
is
believe
married.
he's up.
Yes, Dave is married.
Dave's been, in fact, my dad introduced Dave to his wife. He's married to an anesthesiologist that did anesthesia when my dad was working and doing surgeries. My dad's anesthesiologist is Dave's wife now. So Dave is about 10 years older than me. I think he's 66, something like that. 66 and a half. Do you two ever get to do anything? We do. I mean, it's only been 2 months that we've had him like this. So, and Danielle's left and gone. She's gone gambling. I've been pretty much stuck here, but I'm not going ape crazy right now or batshit crazy or anything. I'm doing all right, and we will, if we need to, bring somebody in. Mark will come and help, and if we have to bring a nurse in to get, you know, like a date night out, then we'll do that.
Yep, and your heart pills.
I don't know. We're gonna hear right now. Someone's asking if does he have any problem with his pills tonight. So Danielle's giving him his pills right now,
Yep, 5 pills.
and we'll see. Josh is not. Josh is in medical sales. The only doctor in my family is my dad and my brother Dave.
Did you get it? Nope. Hold on, there's one more in there.
I don't resent any of my siblings. All of my siblings love my dad. All of my siblings talk to my dad. The ones that are close do what they can do. I have no ill will towards any of my siblings. I don't feel like they've pushed. It's not, I don't, he could be in a home, right? He could be in a home. I choose to do what I'm doing. Mark chose and chooses to do what he's doing. And we're the only ones close, right? My sister takes care of my mom quite often. So no, I have no animosity or ill will towards any of my siblings. I appreciate them. They all follow and watch the videos and are extremely supportive. I talk to my siblings almost every day. There's a lot of fake accounts, Brittany.
It's only 5:30, so you gotta stay up for a little bit.
Grandpa gets tired and we're trying to keep him up till 6 o'clock now every day. It's become a thing. He does get up a little earlier. He gets up about 7:30, but he was getting up like later, but we try and keep him up till at least 6. What are the Salinger rules? We have very few rules. Do we have any rules?
Rules.
I mean, our marriage rules, we don't cheat. We have a zero tolerance policy,
He
always have.
He wants dessert.
He wants what?
He wants dessert.
He's not getting my second sugar donut. Dad, you just ate a big donut.
Jerry.
Pop, you just
The
had a
naked-
big donut.
Jerry, you're the only naked flying
just
monkey.
ate a
We
big
all know
donut.
that. He wants another donut. He just
You
had a
ate
big
a big,
donut.
I can see the sugar on your lips. You ate a big donut. Let me show you what you ate.
What big donut?
Look, Dad. I opened these brand new, and I opened it, and you ate a donut. You
No,
see
I
it
didn't
missing?
eat any of those.
You did.
Grandpa's-
You want to eat
he's
another
been with
one?
us
There's
full time.
1,000 grams of fat in every one of these. You want another one?
Cabo.
No.
They're there, but you
Cabo.
can eat it.
Ate one.
You did eat one. That you ate. It's my
Did
favorite
you
donut.
actually see me eat one?
I handed it to you, and I can see the sugar on your lips right now. I can see you ate it.
Well, I don't know.
Would you like a piece
Well, if
of?
I were eating that, I don't need to eat anything else.
Would you like a piece of fruit?
As far as
Would
the
you
thanks,
like,
Jeff. As far as the accounts go, Dan
a piece
and
of
I
chicken
tag
or
each
an
other in
egg
our
or
accounts.
some more
We
dinner?
tag them.
The only thing
So,
I eat
that's
is,
it.
yeah, piece of it.
And I think it's bullshit. I got scammed out of $800 for your dad.
I'll
Well,
give you
Ryan, then you need to approach whoever you got scammed out of, and that if it was YouTube, then you need to do
You had
that.
2 bananas
We
today.
don't
No
do
more-
that.
no more.
Oh, okay, then I won't, yeah, I'll save that for tomorrow.
Would you like a piece of orange?
No,
It's sweet.
I know, I don't want it.
All right, well, sit down on the couch and stay
Yeah,
up
he
for another
forgot he
20
ate it.
minutes. Or you want to go sit in my room?
Why can't he have another one? For many reasons.
You can
For
do
many
that,
reasons.
or you can watch in
Yeah.
my room, Pop. What would you like to do? You want to watch TV in my room or here?
I want to keep you free.
Yeah,
to do it.
Ryan,
You're busy too.
Watch
I'm here, so
who
you
we
can,
tag
you
in
can
our
watch
accounts.
there or in
Yeah.
my room.
I
And then in 20
Uh,
minutes, I'll help you get to
I'm
bed.
not alone.
I'll watch it, I'll
Is
watch
taking
it.
care
All right,
of
Bob.
our dad stressful? My father-in-law, yes. So are kids stressful, right? Dan will have more than one donut, I'm sure.
I'm
Hi,
sure you
David.
will see on tomorrow's video that she
I
will
will
be
post
checking for all the donuts that
Hide
were
it,
gone.
Ryan, because that's horrible. No, he doesn't. He can't sneak it. So are all
Thank
Facebook
you for the
accounts. Facebook, yes. We have no ties to any Facebook.
I have a Facebook account that I've had forever with
Oh,
my
right.
old high
Yeah,
school
I would
friends
too.
and old friends. I have like 200 followers, and it's private, so I don't have any public Facebook. There's a lot of I'm all the social media people repost stuff.
Corey,
but
we've been married for 26 years. Yeah. So yeah.
Facebook's my only. I just talk to my old friends on Facebook. My dad did love the health field, and he was proud to be in the health field. He really did.
I know, Karen.
He cared
know.
about it,
I
and
know.
he was proud that he did foot surgery. In fact, he signed his name today at the bank, and he put DPM after his signature. Still, he wrote, set signature, and then he wrote DPM,
Ryan,
which is the way he used to sign
Ryan,
his name.
if you gave money on YouTube or TikTok, then you need to address TikTok or YouTube for that.
We don't. If anyone asks for money, it's not us. That I can tell you. I'll ask for some follows. If you could give a quick follow, it would be greatly appreciated.
Tapping is clapping.
Tapping is clapping.
Brock, nobody is mean to Grandpa.
Well, we went to the last vacation we took was to Tahoe for 3 days.
Yes.
That was before the fall, and Grandpa stayed with Mark.
And then we went to before that we went to Santa Fe for my brother's wedding.
And we've taken vacations, but things have changed in the last 2 months.
It's December 4th at 5:39 PST.
If you're watching this on any other channel, it's fake. You have the right accounts. I mean, it's so sad that we have to deal with that. It really is. That's one thing about social media I wish they would police better.
Yes, Ashlyn. So that's my account.
YouTube's
so
pretty good at
I
it.
do have on my Mrs. DCell NorCal 3 account, I do have a subscription. So I can go on without the trolls and I can just do a different type of version of.
We don't get much snow in Sacramento. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate
It's
it.
sad, Ryan. It is really sad. And those are
Funny.
that's criminal. That's criminal. We don't have to say Josh because he's the youngest. Who do you think is the toughest of your siblings? He says Josh because he's the youngest.
The toughest? You mean like
Toughest in what? Like
I mean, who's
physical
going to
strength?
win in a fight today?
He would still fight to the death.
I am so competitive with my siblings that I would have a heart attack. Josh would obviously win a physical battle today.
I don't know.
But
He has a bad shoulder.
But in the prime, Mark, without question. Mark would take all of us at once. The dude benched like 450 pounds. He was a monster.
Mark couldn't do it today.
He couldn't do it today.
No,
I'm
not
saying
today.
in his prime when he was
Today,
like 18 or 19.
Corey asked today.
Who's the best athlete?
No, that's
Without
not what he
question,
asked.
it's me.
He said today.
Today, I'm not going to go fight any of my siblings today. The only one the only realistic battle would be me and Josh. And he's bigger and stronger than me.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks
I
for
could
that.
I could just fight mean.
What kitty? I don't know. What kitty did you see? We have a lot. We have some, yeah. Where do the flying monkeys
Adam and
land
Grandpa
when it
are
says-
close.
It doesn't snow.
I
in
spoke to
Sacramento,
Adam the
so
other day, and
you're fine naked.
And Grandpa hasn't, hears about Adam the least of all of my siblings because of the distance. And I said, Dad, say hi to Adam in the morning.
little one?
And Dad, his
That's
immediate
Donnie,
response was,
yeah.
"Hey, Ad." And that's what he called him, Ad. So my dad definitely remembers Adam.
If it's orange small, that's Donnie Caddy.
James,
Donnie
he retired in like early 60s. Grandpa's been here for
Happy
over
rest-
2 years, close to 2.5 years. Maybe even longer. I mean, time
Okay,
flies.
Ethan wants to know, what is something that Dan could beat his siblings at now or in the past? He would say ping pong.
I did. Okay, so I played ping pong against
Suck
Adam
tomato.
at his house this Thanksgiving, and we played to 11, and I beat him
Ryan,
to
I have
11.
an answer.
I beat him 11 to 10, and then Adam called some bullshit about, I'll win by 2, and then he ended up beating me 17 to 15. But that's bullshit. The real game was to 11, and I beat his ass, and it was on Adam's table, and I haven't played ping pong in frickin' probably since last Thanksgiving, and Adam plays it all the time.
Okay,
So,
can I finish?
but yes, ping pong would be
Okay.
one. Poker
Who is the most like your dad? I would say his sister Carrie.
and Dave.
And
Dave
Dave.
and my sister
Uh,
Carrie. Absolutely. It's not
I
even a
think
question.
Carrie more than Dave.
Okay, that's the answer to that.
And
It is Coors.
Wait, Andrew plays the guitar. No, he's the only aside from Ed, he's the only one. Oh,
ping
Dave
pong does go to 21
Dave-
normally, but
Dave
there was a lot
is
of people
musically
there.
inclined, and so is one of his children, Zach.
Yeah. And Dave gave
And
Andrew
there's music on my
a
side of the
$5,000
family.
guitar.
My side of the family too. The Behar side. Dan used a Super Bowl.
There are no words to describe my dad. And I was talking about him today. What does he do that's so amazing? And then, at 91, some of the things that he throws out, like that video the other day. Dad, how are you doing? Did you enjoy your lunch? Yeah. But if someone gave me a piece of cheesecake, I wouldn't turn it down. Where the hell cheesecake came into his head, I have no idea. Just out of the frickin' blue, my dad blows me away. If you saw the video, I don't know if my face was in it, but I was busting up when he's off. Someone offered me a piece of cheesecake. And I'm all, Dad, I don't have any cheesecake. Would you like a cookie? Well, sure, I'll take a cookie. And he cracks me up. My pop was, I don't know, in his 60s when he retired. Yeah, he does. His personality is better now than it was 30 years ago. I mean, he really is something special, and it's been, and it has to do with the way he deals with his progressive illness. I mean, he handles his dementia with such grace, and he handles it with such humility, and instead of responding with anger, you know, he tries to understand and he tries to suck it up and deal with it. So he is really special, and I'm really lucky, and I'm really proud to share him with everybody, because he is, you know, he's what I'd like to be like that when I'm 91. I know I'm going to be an angry ass old crotchety crock, unlike my dad. I'd love to be like him at 91.
It's fun
He
that
still teaches me.
It's fun that you can say that and I can't.
He still helps financially with his popularity, and I mean, he still contributes. I mean, contributes significantly at his age and in his condition. He's an amazing man. Yes, he eats a lot.
Jenny. He eats a lot. I mean,
He eats
I
a lot.
always say recently he's been in the hormonal teenage boy.
Allie, yeah, he is definitely kind, and he's full of love. I mean, he doesn't
Right,
have
that's
a
pretty much
hateful
us.
bone in his body.
He's not thin. Kara,
I know the Eagles
he's-
lost.
He's actually a little bit heavier than he should be.
Yeah, he's been eating a lot and not exercising as much since the fall.
Oh, there's Dom. He's
Oh,
gonna
cat.
get you.
I got a sweatshirt on now. He can't just stab me in the back with his claws. Naughty cat.
He does. Screaming baboon, and that's what's really sweet. Because
Genie, he was married for a long time. I don't remember exactly, but it had to be, 20 years. It was a long time.
Hi, I love you. Oh, I love you.
Grandpa's sitting on the couch.
I love you.
That's my Coco licking my hand.
You know, I
Thank you for the follow, Alex. I appreciate it.
hold on, full of love.
Becky, he is with us full time right now.
Yes, screaming baboon.
Until, I'm going to talk to Mark, and maybe we'll work something out where Mark comes here, and if we want to get away for a night, Mark can come sleep here and stay with him rather than move him back and forth. Because I think he really needs now physically is the bigger issue than mentally.
Yeah, I mean, and somebody asked if I get frustrated. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to keep
We all
up.
get frustrated.
It's not just with Ed, but she asked if I get frustrated with everything that I, along. Yeah, it's hard.
I was frustrated before this morning, and it had nothing to do with my dad. My dad has been a joy up until about 4 o'clock.
Were they close? I mean, as close as, grandchildren can be. Grandpa was more of a menace, He, the kids were like, it was funny. Grandpa would come over and the kids would be like,
Because Grandpa he'd have a beard, and he'd go, "Oh, I'm going to give you a kiss," and he'd go,
what
he would give kids. Grandpa
did
was.
Diane say? Somebody told me to answer Diane, but I don't see. What did Diane say? I don't know. I can't see it. Nadia.
Haley, I mean, it would be fun, but my dad is just not. I mean, realistically, it's not a stranger, even like a woman. I don't know how productive that would be with him. I think it would be more kind of sad
Did
than anything
Dan
else.
have a rocky relationship with Ed? No, I think he was
At
rocky.
times.
I think it was. I mean, who doesn't?
At
with their
times,
parents?
he's my dad.
When Ed told him he couldn't be at college anymore because he wasn't going to school, that was probably rocky.
And it was probably the best thing he ever did for me too. I was pissed, but he did. It was the best thing he ever did for me. So yeah, I appreciate when he got tough, and he did get tough. That was one of the few times he got tough, and it made a huge difference in his life. Kathy, Mark, I haven't seen him on here. Usually he's on. He's at home. I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Mediocre.
Yeah, there's cats over there.
I think, Dan, you can answer this because I don't want to. Ben said Dan mentioned Ed was a mediocre parent, but there when it mattered. Just wondering what he meant by mediocre.
Well, I mean, my parents divorced when I was 10, right? So I didn't see my dad a whole lot between the ages of 10 and 20. But when I needed him, he was there. He was at every one of my football games. You know, he'd show up with his Togo sandwich. If I needed something or there was an emergency, my dad was there. And that was wonderful about him. But, you know, he just wasn't the kind of person who was engaged day to day. He wasn't going to help me with my homework or, you know, encourage me to, you know, read a book or read this book or that kind of thing. That just wasn't my dad. So my dad was there when I needed him. He was a rock. And you know, his first priority was always his family, but just a little different than I am maybe with my kids. Were we strict parents? We're
No.
definitely not. And my dad was not a strict parent. He let me figure it out for myself. And I appreciate that, you know. He didn't hold my hand. He didn't pave the way for me. He didn't open doors, you know, call somebody and say, hey, help. He made me accomplish what I needed to accomplish on my own and got tough when I was straying. And for that, I appreciate it. But he wasn't a, you know, you would think he would be like a parent loving every night. You know, you come home, ooh, bring your homework, let me help you. That wasn't my dad. My dad very much into, you know, myopically focused. Oh, Runouts, yeah, their Togo's is in the Bay Area. That's where it started, and that's where it's primarily located today. I hope that answered your question, whoever
How
asked
does
that.
Jennifer
If you can
feel
ask a
about
follow-up if that didn't
transitioning
answer
out of
it.
her firm? Karen, I don't think she thinks anything of it, honestly. She likes the
No, my dad's in the other room
she
right
likes the
now. Fully
hustle.
alive.
She likes the hustle and bustle of being in a big firm.
What's up? My mom has been in
No way.
videos. She just agreed a couple of months ago, and she will be in videos again. I would have videoed more on Thanksgiving with my mom, but there were other people there and strangers, and I didn't want to disrupt the party by pulling out a camera.
No,
but
it's-
my mom
you
will
have
be
to-
on more
You
and more.
have to be respectful. You know, now that our job is social media, you still have to be aware and
Mark is not having
respectful
any problems
of
adjusting
other.
to not having my dad. My dad, he appreciates it. He spends a little more time with my mom, you know. Like my mom had a doctor's appointment the other day, and I talked to Mark, and I'm like, Mark, you should go with her. You know, who knows
Oh, Russ.
if anything, you know, if anything's going to happen to her. Let's meet the doctors and have a connection. And so Mark takes my mom to the doctor. He takes her to Costco. Mark still manages my dad's medication. He manages his finances, you know, and does all those things for Grandpa. He just doesn't have him in his house right now. What are you getting
Sasha,
Grandpa
we
for
don't,
Christmas?
we
I
don't,
don't
we
know.
don't get him really presents.
I
The
mean-
only person who really gets him presents is his daughter, and that's it. He doesn't need
Grandpa
anything.
gets presents every single day at my office.
Yeah.
He gets packages. In fact, there's a great video. Someone
man
sent
still
something
drives,
to
yes.
Patelco Credit Union, and we went today to pick it up. I took
Right,
my
it is
dad
in
in
there.
there, and afterwards he took the packages. They were from Amazon.
We made it.
And they were like taffy or saltwater taffy. In any event, he had the packages, and it's on a video, and you'll see it if you watch the channel. And I tried to get the packages from my dad. He's holding them in the car. I'm all, Dad, let me put those packages in the back. No, don't touch the packages. He became super possessive over them. So he does enjoy that. He enjoys his mail. And he gets, you know, to open boxes
opened
that
the
people
door.
sent him.
And then he heard the sound of rocks.
Of what?
He heard the sound of the alarm.
Oh, you open the front door?
Tammy, we do that all the time.
My mom
'cause
never
it's-
remarried
He's
off.
long-winded, and I'm trying to answer all the other
A
questions.
couple of long
This is us.
relationships, but
Sorry, not sorry.
I obviously,
5:55.
how I feel about my dad's dementia, I wish he didn't have it.
You got the right time there, Dan?
Pop, it's about almost 6 o'clock.
5:55.
Are you tired?
What?
Are you tired?
Well, I'm gonna try to get to bed.
Come on this way, I'll help you, Dad. Move, Coke.
I won't go right now, I don't want to.
Okay, well, you want to watch TV there, or do you
Yeah.
want to watch TV in my room?
No, I'll watch here.
Okay.
Where's my room at?
Your room's right over there, Pop.
Let me see.
I'll show you.
I don't even know. Tired.
I know you're tired.
I don't know what I'm so tired for.
Dad, you took medicine about half an hour ago that makes you tired.
Oh,
This is your room right in here.
here's my room, right?
It's all ready for you. It's all ready for you.
That's Donnie cat.
Your bed's waiting for you.
That's Donnie. Donnie kitty.
The what?
Huh?
Where's what?
A clock.
Oh, I don't know. There's no
I
clock.
don't know what time it is.
It's about almost 6 o'clock.
What?
It's almost 6 o'clock. Almost
Well,
6.
I want to get in here.
Well, I'll get a clock and bring it in here for you.
At 1 o'clock.
Do you want to get
The
changed?
clock he would
Ready for bed?
unplug. Yeah, indoor, outdoor. The Donald. There he is. He doesn't really take naps. I mean, he might like doze off here and there, but it's not long. No, I didn't put the lights on the pig. This Donnie kitty is, gosh, I don't know. Dan brought him home, what, how many months ago? 3-4 months ago?
Right there. There's a reason I put him there.
Thanks for me, baby. Has she had puppies? No. What do you call an overweight flying monkey? I don't know. Let me think about that. Are family members jealous? I don't think so. I really think that, we're doing it, so it gives them I do, Rob, no, I do, but I do all my morning shows, and then Tuesday, Thursdays, I do my subscription, and then I'll do pop on whenever for my, it's really nice because, when I do this subscription, and I wasn't going to do it, I kind of fought it for a long time, but it's such a different vibe.
That's good, Dad.
And it's just really nice. Yeah, it's really nice sometimes to do it.
That's good, Bob.
Because I can't see troll comments. I can't, and we just have fun, there's no pressure. Just curious because I've heard he gets up. Can you say what time? Typically now he goes to bed anywhere from 6 to 7. Yeah. Is our family okay with social media? Yeah. But, there's a couple that aren't, but, we're doing it. We're doing it. Tom, everything in all of our accounts we always tag each other. It gets dark early and I think you get troll comments. Oh, Tetris. I bring all the trolls to the yard. How was it termed? The Denmark will become caregivers. They just stepped up to the plate. I mean, there's no other expectations other than they were the ones that did it. That's it. Why do the most haters be family? Be family, what? March 26th. Putting grandpa in those homes for the aged. No, if we considered putting grandpa in a home for the aged, he would already be there. I mean, that's why we're doing it. Why no more Mark for pups? Because it's easier for us to do it because there's 2 of us and we're very protective of him. I had a glass and a half of wine and that's my limit. So I'm drinking water now. Do I get along with Dan's siblings? Yeah. No, I mean, he's up all night long. But he gets up, I mean, some days he's up at 7:30, some days he's up at 9. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Bob. That's good. No, I'm very, the only time I overdrink, is maybe when I'm in a casino or, out, I'll have like 3 drinks or something like that. We do not get compensated from the government. Kayla, I can't say that. It's just we have different ways of parenting, right? Like we have different ways of parenting. We have different ways of caregiving. And Mark's alone. I mean, come on. 2 is better than 1. Crystal, Sky River, because it's like 5 minutes from my house. Do your feet stink? Like, no. Do not stink. I play penny slots. Will the kids watch them? We don't really have kids around, you know? Most of our kids are busy. It is very hard to do it. So, it is not
It is not what?
good for one person at this point.
What are we talking about? Oh, in particular, my dad?
Oh, screaming, yeah.
It's a Coors today. Rocky Mountain
The
Spring
Chinese
Water,
restaurant
whatever it
is good there. I've eaten almost every place in Sky River. Yeah. What do you do for your self-care? I did cupping today. Here's my cupping.
What's that noise?
Your dad opened up the door.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Thanks, little sir. No, he's not. We've had him full time.
Pop, what are you doing? Pop!
You know, is it good? No, it could be better to me. My neighbor who I take, which we're going on Thursday, because it's been 3 weeks, and so we typically go every 2 to 3 weeks. So Clint called me. He wanted to go yesterday, but I was too tired. I couldn't go yesterday, and tomorrow I can't go, so I told him I would go Thursday.
Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that, Li.
Dan assists in his bathing.
We bathe every other day, and he took a bath. He took a shower this
Sandy.
morning.
Stephanie, I have both. I have because you know, menopause, you lose hair, so I have both.
Grandpa is in bed. Oh, he's in the bathroom, and then he's going to bed.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
How you doing in Afghanistan?
Yeah. For real? FR? Oh, I
What are we
didn't know
talking
that.
about? Moto, I was a criminal defense attorney. My dad never wants to bathe, but once we get into the process, he actually enjoys it. We make it really warm, and I know he
Cache
enjoys
Creek.
it. He
We've
enjoys
been to
getting.
Cache Creek.
Yeah, we've been to Cache Creek. I hate that place. Aqua, thank you so much. I do have a number of poems. I've been so busy, it's hard for me to record them. Do I know any good defense attorneys in San Jose? I could find out for you, not offhand. My dad's fine with me helping him shower.
Dan still practices law, but just very few and far between.
And I do not miss it at all. I
did fix
much
the toilet.
prefer the creativity of social media to the brass tacks of
Hi,
law.
Koopa.
Craziest case I ever had. Again, I've said this before. I had a case, a client who was being charged with a fraud with regard to a real estate transaction, and the transaction included a grantee that was notarized, and so the notary book did not have a fingerprint because it was obviously a fraudulent attempt to transferring, or it was a forgery, and the DA called me one day and said, "We rearrested your client."
Oh, you're good now.
"All right, Dad, I'll see you in the morning."
Okay.
And I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Well, the investigation uncovered a plot to dig up the body of the person that they stole the property from so they could get a fingerprint on the notary." And so that was pretty strange. We're from California, user. How you doing in Boston? He does not get mad at the harness. He does try and take it off sometimes, and he confuses it with like the belt, the car seat, the seat belt in the car. I go, "Dad, you got to put your belt on." The car's going ding, ding. "It's already on." "No, that's not the belt." And then sometimes he'll try and take that off in the car. So he doesn't get angry with it, and I explain to him what it's for, but I don't necessarily think he likes it. They have 2 cousins in San Francisco. Thanks for watching for Canada, our parish, in Afghanistan. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, user. Michigan, Cape Cod, God, everywhere in the world. And thank you, guys, everyone who followed. Thank you so much for the follow. We greatly appreciate it. What are you doing?
Well,
You're
I'm
like
listening.
zoning.
Because I'm listening to him because he keeps turning on and off the light. I want to just make sure he's.
There's 2 lights in there. And
Well, it's a fan.
One's a lamp. And
One's a fan and one's a light.
Oh, you're good, Dad. All right, Papa. You got it.
was listening.
What?
I was listening.
Yeah, it was good.
Who wins most of the arguments? Me.
I lose every argument. It doesn't matter whether, it's a factual win. I just lose them on principle. Because,
Thanks, Jesse. No, I always listen. Vegemite. It's still in my pantry.
Jackson, I'm a 49er fan.
Been able to.
We don't put a monitor in his room. I sleep right next to his room.
Oh, Judy, yeah. She lived off of Saratoga Avenue near Westgate.
Oh yeah, I used to. Westgate was a huge place. El Paseo to Saratoga, and Togo's was right across from Westgate, over where the warehouse used to be, the old video store. Westgate was J.C. Penney, Orange Julius, all those stores.
Judy Forenza. I left Forenza. I think, isn't that it?
A Commanders fan.
6 o'clock is not too early for him. This is his normal time to go to bed.
It used to be 7, but then we had the time change, and now.
And sometimes he doesn't.
Sometimes he'll stay up later. It really depends. Strawberry Powered Flying Monkeys. I love 70s music. I love 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. But 70s, 80s, and 90s are that's what I really love.
Yeah, he's up so much, you guys, throughout the night
I don't know what the Elders of Zion are.
He's up so much throughout the night that it's okay if he goes to bed at 6.
I haven't seen the movie Lincoln Lawyer. I think I've seen parts of it, but I would enjoy that. I do
Sorry,
enjoy
Stephanie. It. Oh, Scariest Flight.
Can
Really?
I differentiate
Sorry, I hate flying.
between could care less and I couldn't care less, which is correct?
That's
I don't know. I got corrected the other day on that.
That was January.
I said I could
She
care less.
did that on purpose.
No, that was
That
January.
was January.
I'm responding to January. She's Christmas.
Hello.
She's just trying to fuck with
She
me here
is.
on the line.
Ooh, you cuss.
I couldn't care less, January, what the difference is between whether I could care less or couldn't care less. I don't care.
She corrected Dan during a conversation that her and I were having.
She corrected me. Great. Congratulations. I used it wrong. And I'm sure I screw up affect and effect as well.
I do too.
I screw
That's a
those.
hard
I
one.
don't know what they are. I could have, Shakespeare come down and tell me the difference between affect and effect, and I still wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, he doesn't get the monkey joke.
104, that's good.
104 is a long time.
My dad does have trust, yeah. I'm not scared about memory loss. I'd like to live long enough to get memory loss.
Tomorrow's lesson.
User, that's right. Computers did spell check.
Oh.
That's an easy one. Effect noun.
And
Affect
affect.
verb.
Affect
Okay,
is
I'm
verb.
going to try and remember that, Beck. I'm going to try and remember that. Effect is a noun. Effect is a noun.
Dan loves Simon and
Effect is a
Garfunkel.
noun. I've got it. Yeah, Paul Simon is one of the greatest writers.
Thanks, Late.
My
I'm tired.
opinion.
I'm tired today. I had cupping, so it really makes me tired. We
How do we
keep the
keep our
romance
romance going? Drugs? I don't know. A lot of alcohol. We keep it going. When it goes,
When
it
it
goes.
goes, it
And when it
goes.
doesn't go, it just doesn't
It's
go.
just-
That's when you get into the corn hub or the tube or whatever the hell it is. It goes when it goes. It's up and down.
You take advantage when it goes.
When you're having a nice streak, you ride it.
Oh shit.
And then the horse throws you off, and then
the donkey.
donkey, whatever. I was thinking.
But I was thinking too.
How do we keep it going?
I
Is it
didn't
going?
even know. What are we doing? Do we have romance? No. There's no romance. It's just relations. How do you find, after 26 years married, not including
We might
the time
find
before,
it later, like after Grandpa's gone, the kids are gone, and it's just
Are
us.
you capable of romance?
Yeah, I'm
What?
totally romantic.
You are?
Oh yeah.
Give us a scenario.
I mean, like I'm all about the foreplay.
Yes, that's not romance.
I'm romantic, I'm
That's
gonna do it
not
slow and
romance.
run out with
Ay.
gentle kisses and everything romantic. Rose petals, like incense burning.
Never have had incense
And
or
just
candles.
some raging,
There's He doesn't know romance.
hardcore X on the TV.
Right.
what
That's his idea of romance. Porn cup. Corn pub. Shit. Huh?
Isn't that romance?
No.
I could open the door for you. Whatever makes it work easier. Whatever makes it more smooth.
He doesn't have a romantic bone
I
in his
did
body.
bullshit. I wrote you poetry.
You used to.
I still
Used
do.
to.
I still do.
Used to. He's not romantic. Romance is 10 fingers. It's not romance for you tonight, baby. You want some?
That's just for entertainment purposes.
So gross.
Just entertainment purposes.
Oh, God.
Every time you guys say I'm gonna get lucky tonight, you're wrong. Let me just tell you that. You get me a little excited. Oh, maybe they're seeing something I'm not seeing, and then all of a sudden, it just fades away. I did something wrong or whatever.
I think
Am I blushing a little bit? I might be.
I'm going to tell you.
Maybe it's the alcohol.
One of the most romantic things he did for me. Are you ready for this?
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm ready.
We were on Kanapali Beach. Why are you laughing?
This is 20 years ago.
Right.
But
it's my
right,
point.
let's hear it.
That's my point. And I was pregnant with.
Did he get up again?
No, I was pregnant with Hannah.
Oh yeah, I have a picture from that very trip.
I was pregnant with. No, that's not the one I'm talking about.
I know. I have a picture from that.
Yeah, but no, that's not. Okay,
This is when
maybe.
you were pregnant
Okay,
with
maybe.
Hannah.
Okay, hold on.
Shit. I almost lost Jennifer's picture here, but
Okay.
I caught it.
Okay,
That's
first
the
of all.
athleticism.
Okay, hold on. I wasn't pregnant with Hannah. I was pregnant with Andrew, and we went because the kids,
Well,
the girl. Yeah. So now.
That's the picture when she was pregnant with Hannah that she told me, but she just changed the story. So I was going to give you a picture.
But that wasn't when you were romantic.
That was in Hawaii, by the way.
Yes,
that was
but
at the.
that wasn't when you were romantic. I was pregnant with Andrew, and probably like 5-6 months pregnant, and I had gone on Kanapali Beach, and I had gone into a Tiffany's store, and there was this necklace.
That was not Kanapali, that was Wailea. Just letting you know.
Tiffany's
Is in Wailea.
No, Tiffany's is at
I know what
Kanapali
you're going to
Beach.
say, and I'm telling you it was Wailea.
We
I
went-
bought your
That's
necklace.
my ear.
And it was in Wailea.
Remember we
I'm
had
just telling you.
the room, and it was like a slider, and it went right to the kiddie pool.
There's no kiddie pool at the Whaler.
Right, because we weren't at the Whaler.
Right, we were at where?
We were at.
That was Wailea. And we stayed at two places. One, what was the one, the expensive place, and then the less expensive place?
Not when I was pregnant, and we had 2 kids. We stayed
Three
at.
kids now.
No, I understand.
I'm
I was
answering the question
pregnant
here.
with frickin'
I'm
Andrew.
not correcting you on how many kids we
We
had.
were
for
at that
God's sake.
one place, and we had a slider, and it went to the kiddie pool.
Yeah,
and,
I know
and
where
I
that was.
pregnant.
I can't remember the name of the hotel.
Exactly, I know. But my point being,
It was
we
like
had,
a Motel 6 or something, right
no,
on the beach.
it was not.
It wasn't a great place. It was one of those
Again, can I
places.
finish my story?
Yeah, go ahead. They had a water slide in that.
They had a
kind of
water
thing?
slide. It was a little kiddie pool for Hannah and Jennifer.
Yeah, I remember.
I was pregnant, and we had been at the Whaler Shopping Center. I was eating McDonald's French fries and number 2 because that's all I wanted. And number 2 at McDonald's.
She's
And
right.
I know I'm right.
I know. You're right
And
about
there was a
everything.
Tiffany's
It was
store,
Polly.
and I saw this necklace that I really wanted at Tiffany's, and he did get it and surprised me with it.
Do you still have it, or do you?
I still have it.
All right, so that's it. And I remember that too. That was a good.
But
good
you
trip.
just didn't. You were telling me it was in Wailea.
It was in Wailea. I'm just telling you, it was in Wailea.
It may have been in Wailea. We went with somebody. Who did
May
we go
have been in
with?
Wailea, yes. it
But
was
we
in
were
Wailea.
still. The point is, Tiffany's was on Kanapali Beach. It was right by the
It was-
Hula
it was
Grill.
in Wailea. But in any event, and it's also when you saw that professional football player that had that big Gucci bag or
Nope,
that Louis
different
Vuitton
time.
or
That
whatever.
was the Louis Vuitton golf bag. Was when I was pregnant with Hannah.
Yeah. we were there like during the Pro Bowl week, and there were a bunch of NFL players staying at the place.
You were with your ex-partner, who we will not name.
I don't think
That's when it was, because Glenn was talking about, he's like, one of these days I'm gonna have one of those bags. That was that trip.
But I don't think
I'm talking about a different trip. We didn't travel with Glenn and Stephanie then.
We never went to Hawaii with Glenn and Stephanie. Never.
What do you think I was pregnant with Hannah? That was their fucking wedding.
Oh yeah, except for their wedding.
Lord have mercy.
And that was at the Embassy Suites in
Also,
Kaanapali.
no, we stayed at the Grand Wailea. They stayed at the Four Seasons.
We did. Okay, so then we traveled twice.
We did.
You're right. They did stay at the Four Seasons, and we were at the Grand Wailea, but they also got married in Kaanapali at the. I remember it was the Embassy Suites, just north of Black Rock, because Glenn and I had a shot of tequila before his vows. What? You know, that's where it was. I'm telling you, and I know that with 100% certainty. They got married at the Grand Wailea.
They would have never stayed.
I'm sorry, at the frickin' Embassy Suites.
They would have never stayed at the Embassy Suites.
They got married at the Embassy Suites.
Okay, but
I don't know if they stayed there.
They would never stay there.
So they probably stayed at the Hilton on Black Rock.
Maybe.
We did not travel from Wailea to the Embassy Suites to get married. I mean, this is what I deal with. She's wrong, and I'm going to pay for it because she's wrong. I will suffer because she's wrong.
Not at Wailea. They don't have Tiffany's. It was on Kaanapali Beach.
That's absolutely incorrect.
Ay.
Oy. See, there you go. Now it's saying I'm not getting lucky tonight. Don't worry, I was never getting lucky tonight.
Not tonight, I'm tired.
But I could get lucky if enough people would give me a follow. That would be greatly appreciated.
The Grand Wailea ripoff. We stayed at the Grand Wailea
Tiffany's
one
at
time, and we did that because we flew with Glenn and
I
Stephanie.
looked it up. Dan is right.
For the second time, we flew with them, and we stayed a long weekend with no kids. We stayed at the Grand Wailea, so did they, and it was a ripoff because the first drink I had was a $20 Corona, and it was warm.
And you didn't even drink it all.
I couldn't.
You
And
left
Dan
like
said,
$9.
"You better drink it."
That's like $6.
That was $20.
The bottle. And it was warm. It was ridiculous.
$20. Yeah.
Playing on the couch.
We sleep in separate beds, so he doesn't need the couch.
Yeah, ever since Grandpa's been here permanent, like with no sleep, I'm the only one getting no sleep because she's just sleeping like a baby upstairs.
Not a baby.
All night. Woo, I hear her snoring from down. I almost hear it through the fan, through the heater. I can hear you snoring through the ducts. I hear your TV, that's for sure.
Judy, that's a pretty place to get married, though.
The Hawkeye Slaughter. I don't know what that is.
The beer, Dan wouldn't let me. I was like, oh my God, this is very warm. And he's like, drink it! Drink it!
It was $20 for a beer.
Drink it!
It was a beautiful view, but
we paid.
yeah, for about 2 months, Cheyenne, we've been sleeping in separate beds, not for any marital reasons, but so that she can sleep.
Mm-hmm. Because what's the point of
My
us?
dad gets up 40 times a night,
And so does he.
And I'm usually I don't sleep real well.
He never has.
Was that a romantic story? It was romantic. I got you the necklace.
This whole thing was brought up as the one romantic thing you've done
That's
for me.
the only romantic thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I think we might have been to Shelter Island. Is that where the Hotel Row is out there?
I snore too. And you know, it is what it is, but I need to sleep, you guys. I can't.
If
not
you could
sleep
pick
anymore.
any celebrity to be your best friend, I'd have to take a comedian like
Pink, for me. Pink.
I'd have to go with I think Adam Sandler would be fun to hang out with.
You said one person.
Yeah.
So you can't have multiple.
Okay, I just said Adam Sandler. There
All
we
right.
go. I did get my teeth done. I thought they had the Hilton or whatever in the Shelter Island. If that's the same place I'm thinking about.
Sleeps in her closet. Shit. Yeah. Taylor Swift, really? Jelly roll?
You know, I'd like to meet Taylor Swift, but I'd be afraid of what's his name, the tight end.
Kelsey.
Grandpa is definitely not romantic. Definitely not.
Oh, is she itching her face?
F Taylor Swift.
Snoop.
You don't say that because Swifties will come and get you. They'll
They
be
will.
camped out of your house if
Do
they
you
find out
remember
where
the
you are.
Velvet Turtle?
Yeah, I remember the Velvet Turtle.
Judy's asking. She got married there, or she got proposed to.
That was a high-end restaurant. It was, you know, like the Velvet Turtle. If you had a really nice occasion back in the Bay Area when I was growing up, you know, as a teenager, the Velvet Turtle was one of the nicest restaurants. Yeah, Jags, you're looking pretty good. Thanks for the follow, Len. I appreciate it, man. I'd love to come to Australia. I would love it. One of the Tiffany's has a restaurant. I don't think this place had a restaurant, but I'm not 100% sure. How you doing in Pittsburgh? Hi, Faith. Grandpa's fine. He's sleeping. He went to bed about 6 o'clock, so about 20 minutes ago. I've been to Texas, Jeffrey. I love Texas. My mom was treated in Houston, and therefore it's one of my favorite cities. Houston saved my mom's life. MD Anderson, which is a wonderful institution. Kudos to everybody there. Grandpa would never drink, didn't do any drugs or smoke or visit ferns or anything like that. How you doing in New Jersey and Michigan? Thanks for the video, love, Sue. Appreciate it. Andrew Dice Clay. Give me a cigarette and I'll be Andrew Dice Clay.
Jesus.
Sabrina, you know, in the middle of the night, I get up a lot. You know, if my dad, like, I'll get up, I'll hear him out, and I gotta get up, and I walk by the refrigerator and always grab a bite of something usually. And it's like I'm exhausted. It's in the middle of the night. It's like, you know, drunk sleep eating or firm sleep eating, whatever the heck it is.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm tired.
Danielle is tired. I'm all right, but Danielle's tired.
You can stay on.
I'm not gonna stay on without you. So it is Monday night. We'll come back. Pink or Nick Bosa?
Pink, because she's a good person.
I'd probably like to hang out with Nick Bosa. I mean, if Danielle didn't mention him every day, it would be more, you know, interesting. But yeah,
I'm
guys,
tired.
we appreciate everything so much. Appreciate your watching.
Good night. Love you.
Hanging out.
See you in the
all
morning.
support
I will
on the
be on
videos.
tomorrow morning.
And we'll be back on Wednesday
You
night.
are?
So
January? How
you
fun.
guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy
Fun.
football if you're watching.
Love you guys.
And we'll see you later.
See you tomorrow.